Hey, welcome back. This is Andrew, and today we're going to talk a little bit about HYDRA. So, this is going to be an all epic team, and they're pretty okay to get. There's some hard ones to get. Geomancer, he's a pretty top tier epic. He's pretty good. I like that guy a lot. He's going to be my damage dealer. Akoth, you get him from the Doom Tower if you play the Doom Tower enough. He is going to be my HP burn champion. And HP burn is pretty solid for the Hydra. It kind of spreads the damage evenly and makes enough damage to go around and hurt the Hydra heads. Um, I chose Husk over Royal Guard mainly because of affinity. So when we start out, we see that there's two red affinities. Um, Royal Guard is weak against red affinities, so he's not going to always hit those crits. Husk, however, will do fine. There's only one green affinity to where he's weak to. He'll be hitting some good hits in here. Hugo's there for the defense down. She also has an emergency res, which doesn't really come in handy. She also has block buffs, so whenever they try to buff their heads, they're not going to get too much luck going on there. Rector's there for the perfect veil. She hits not hard at all. She's just there for the perfect veil. She does do reses, which is nice. I put Melga in, and Melga provides that support that I kind of was missing. She has a little bit of defense for the team. She puts a shield on everyone. She has two res, so it's like I have three pretty good resers. Melga's probably going to be my top reser. She's going to also provide that shield, which is awesome. So she also has on her res, she puts a shield on them too, and it's all with her max HP. So I want to build her with high max HP. I think I have her around 70,000. My goal for this team was to get all their speeds up past 200, and I put them all in life still except for Geo because I don't want to mess with his gear. He's part of my clan boss team, so I kept him in his own gear. I do have him hitting hard though. He has 162% crit damage, 100% crit rate. His speed's decently high, and then his health isn't that high. So if I were to build this solely for the Hydra, I would build his health a little higher. So, but he's in my unkillable comp for my clan boss, so I don't really want to mess with him. So I'm just gonna throw it in there on auto, and we'll see how it goes. This week we have a difference in one of the Hydra heads. If you can tell, they are, or he is, or it is, Mr. Wrath right here. He is the hard hitter. He was the one I try to avoid last week because whenever he would get on the team, or whenever you would destroy a head and he comes back, he hits really hard. That's no fun. But here it's okay. He has he starts off here, and you're not at a high turn count, so his attack isn't really that high at this point right now. So if he wants to do his damage, he can do his damage. So what we have here is uh I have Akoth. I'm kind of relying on him for a lot of the damage. Um, I want him to put those HP burns up as much as he can. Mischief. Yeah, he's the one. This is the one that reverts the damage, and he's kind of annoying to fight. All right, let's attack that guy. So Husk, he's a pretty heavy hitter. So I'm at turn count 18, and we're just getting closer to 3 million. See, I got one. I got Geomancer down. Now, a goal, if you can make this happen, if you didn't have, because my team has pretty good survivability. Whenever they have that turn count, about before they're gonna eat one of your champions, if you can get it to where they die first, that turn count resets onto the next champion. So that's pretty useful. It comes in handy, and you don't have to worry about knocking down that Hydra head to release your champion. There we go. There's some burns. Um, when it comes to Hugo and Rector, I kind of just I wanted to try all their speeds at the same speed, just around the 200 mark. It's not too high, not too low. It's right there, kind of in the middle. It's doable, and It's actually it does well to kind of just knock all their health down. With the amount of damage I'm able to put out with that speed. Now, when it comes to Torment, I really don't have a problem with them. I mean, SHAMAEL would be great to put in here if you didn't have Rector. Anyone with a Veil, you know, but I kind of wanted just to showcase my epic team. A lot of people are using Rector because if you don't want to use SHAMAEL, Rector would be your go-to. I see people using Hugo all the time as well. Uh-oh. Mischief Hydra head. I don't see too many people using Melga. I don't see too many people using Geomancer. I mean, he's pretty strong. He hits hard. He's a pretty good champion. Husk, he's coming out of the woodworks, coming out of the vault for a lot of people. I see a lot of people using Husk now because he's like that hidden gem that you don't really know about that actually has an enemy max HP down. So that's pretty nice. All right, let's get that Mischief down. He's got 3 turns left. I did try with Deacon. I tried to get some of that speed up. I feel like that works pretty well. I was able to do more damage with Deacon at this point. I think around the 50 million mark or 50 turn count mark, I had like around 6 million, I believe. But my team was dying. Like this team looks like it's staying alive pretty well. I hope I can make it to like turn count 100. That'd be pretty nice. I think 100 would get me to that point that I need. This doesn't do too much damage though. Geomancer is coming in strong with putting his HP burn down. Oh, but we gotta fear because Rector doesn't have any of her bells up. There we go. There's a shield, some health. Good. Those Hydra heads are attacking like crazy though. They're getting fast. Oh, let's take that off. We don't want to just keep attacking the same head. Leech is nice. It's surviving pretty well. I don't know if I'll be able to get Rector out of that head though. We're definitely able to 1-key this. You know, we're able to get past that 1-key part for sure. You get 6.6 million for the regular Hydra head. We lost Rector. All right, let's take that off of there. There's other champions you can kind of put in here to make it work. I would say to make this team better, maybe a little bit more damage. It seems like the turn count went up fast. Maybe get someone with speed. A speed buff. I think probably, you know, instead of Melga, Deacon did do a little bit better. I was able to get to like 8 million, I think. I just wanted to get more survivability. So I'm going to take it off. We're able to 1-key this, no problem. I think I will try out... Well, I'm going to show you the gear first. So we got, what, Melga, Akoth, Husk, Rector, and Hugo. I went old school. Probably not the best gear to put on him, but back in the day with Clan Boss, you would always use lifesteal. So I decided to try out all of them in lifesteal. You know, this guy, he would have been good because he puts weaken. Yeah, he puts weaken on all of them. So that would have been a good one to put in there. So Geomancer, this is my he's in my set for the actual clan boss, the fat clan boss with the big belly. I didn't want to mess with his gear at all. So we go over to Rector. I put her into lifesteal gear. I have her health sitting around the 50,000 mark. Her speed could definitely be higher. I should have shot for over 200. I could have sworn it was a little over 200, but I guess it's not. It's a little under 200. Her defense is decently high. Her resistance is good. So we go on to the next one, Husk. I have him in the Savage set with a little bit of health, you know, every turn he gets. Put his health really high because when you go to his move is scaled off health, so off HP. So I like that a lot. That means you can get his health up really high. His crit rate could be a little higher, could be 100%. That's really all you need. Just health and crit rate. Everything else is, you can do whatever you want with Husk. So we go on to, you know, Rafiki. I mean, Old Hermit. I could have used him. He has a little bit of heals. He increases the turn meters too. So what else? Oh, he has Perfect Val, revives 2 random allies at 60% HP, and then fills a turn meter. He would probably be a good substitute rather than Melga. So I might try him. And he puts a Perfect Val on them too. So, and then he attacks and has a chance to put HP burn. So that's on his A1. You know, he could be a solid champion to use. We go over to Hugo. She has lifesteal and she has a little bit of health. So I bump her up to 70,000 health, some good defense around 3,000. That's her speed's 200, and their crit rate doesn't really matter too much, but you know it's just nice to kind of get everything at a good area. We go on Akoth. He's in the same lifesteal with more extra health to heal. We go to 59,000 health, good defense. Accuracy is a must. You need high accuracy. Probably this should be higher. Resistance. I try to make everyone's resistance decent because I don't want them always getting, you know, debuffs on them all the time, but they still happen to get them quite a bit. We go over to the last guy last girl that I have in here, Melga. I think I might try to replace her with someone else. I might try the Rafiki guy in the next video. So I'll make a couple videos about the Hydra, trying some champions out. But definitely one key viable. This is a good survivability team. You know, luckily for the first Hydra round, for the normal Hydra, you can kind of get away with anyone. I was thinking about doing Miscreant Monster, but I don't know if that's going to work too well. He has that shield, which is great. But he's a stun character. It's like stun doesn't help me with anything. He does have ally protection. He could be great to use for that reason too. So, but yeah, I think you know, when it comes to masteries, let's go over to let's like Hugo for example. Defensive based masteries is key if you want to use epic champions. You want to get that crazy damage with the legendary champions. You know, you can change up the masteries, but for the most part, I think I put damage on him, but who else? Melga. I think they're all gonna have like defensive based masteries. I have her in that resistance one where it just bumps up her resistance. I don't want her getting poisoned as much, stunned or any of that kind of stuff. Speed, aura. What else we got here? Evil Eye decreases the target turn meter. That doesn't help too much. So I just kind of boost up their defense and health, and that's kind of what I was focused on. So if anything in this video helped you out today, I hope you do great in Hydra and kind of go from there. I was thinking about maybe using this guy. He has a res as well, and he has reflect damage. He could be key. He could be solid. So I'm gonna go off and use him, and I'm gonna try the Rafiki guy and kind of see how that goes. So I hope to see you in the next one. All right, see you later. Okay, I didn't want to end on that. I decided just to kind of run with this team. I'm already liking it. It has Dur the Hunger in there, and he is putting that reflect on my team. Also a shield too. So he also has a res. So I'm pretty excited to see how this one goes. Hopefully they'll kill Geomancer before he gets taken. Let's see here. I don't want him to get eaten, put in one of their bellies. But Dur, oh, he got eaten now, but he's gonna die here in a second. So this guy right here, Headed Blight, he will take the damage from the other team that has taken damage, and it kills him fast. So that's pretty nice. I like that. Yeah, see, look at Geo's already out. So I put Geo as lead for the extra health bonus, especially when it comes to Husk, so it can do more damage. But look at that. They're about to take out those 2 Hydra heads right now. And then, yep, one's down. Other one should be down here in a second. There you go. So this team's working out pretty well so far. Got the veils up with Director, so that's awesome. Let's take off that. We don't need to focus. Kind of want to get rid of Wrath because he does do some damage. Yeah, let's just take it off because I like it to be able to use some of that damage and put on those Hydra heads that are dead. Who do we get back? We got a red guy back. Head of Suffering. So at the start of the battle, one Hydra. Okay, here we go. Let's go to his moves. Attacks all enemies, places weaken debuff, so it cannot be resisted. Will not place weaken debuff on enemies with strengthen buffs. So strengthen would be great to have. If you have a champion with strengthen. I think I thought I saw another epic that had that. But ally protection, reflect damage. Okay. Oh, he's the one that puts the pain link. That's kind of annoying. So who do we get eaten? Let's go after him. He ate one of my guys. Who do you eat? There we go. Took out the wrath. We just need to save our HP burn Akoth. See that every time that they're attacking though, we're doing that reflect damage on them, and it's hitting them pretty hard. I'm liking that so far. Don't have too much damage though. I'm kind of relying on Geo. Save Akoth. It's getting kind of close. There we go. Resnum. Provoke. Who provoked? Okay. Barely saved him. Looks like Hugo's gonna get eaten here in a second. Yeah, so I'm thinking all you really need is a solid team. You don't need to have the craziest champions. You need decent speed. I would definitely recommend 200 as a safe spot. You need some heals. You need some damage. On this team, I don't have a crazy amount of damage. I'm kind of relying on my HP burns, and then with Geo to do his hard hitting moves. Well, also Husk. Husk is doing a huge part of the damage too. He's got that enemy max HP damage dealing move. So okay, who are they gonna eat? Oh, maybe who's gonna eat her? Okay, Wrath. That's okay. We could take him down pretty fast. I don't have the fear. I don't have the torment. I don't have the head of torment up, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, Geo's down. Now you're back up. So I think this team is doing better. I think what do I got here? I'm at 7 million about. At turn count 65. That's not too bad. So Melgo was the loser. I mean, she did okay. She was able to keep the team alive. But this team's definitely doing more damage. It's working out a lot better. I'm glad I switched to Dur. Dur, the Hunger. He's a pretty crazy champion. I'm killing the Hydra heads left and right though. It's working out pretty well there. Head of Decay. Okay, here, Decapitation. Attacks enemy with lowest HP. Places 100% heal reduction debuff on the turn. For 2 turns. He's the one that... This is the most annoying one. He is the one that will take off all the debuffs off of the heads, and that's annoying. There's really nothing to avoid that. He's just going to remove all the debuffs off of the heads, so it's just like that's the way it is. At least we can attack him though. He doesn't revert the damage like I believe this guy. No, Mischief. Mischief is the one that reduce suffering. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. So whenever a head gets eats one of my characters, then I can definitely attack him. This team's doing a lot better. It's surviving really well too. Definitely getting past that 10 million mark at least. I think the lifesteal is helping. Lifesteal, and yeah, every time they attack, they're getting a little bit of health. Also, Hugo, she puts leech on the heads whenever she uses her A1. The thing with that Rafiki guy, the old hermit guy, he does put HP burn on his A1, which is nice. But if they're all attacking the same head, then it's kind of useless. All right, everything's starting to go downhill a little bit. Let's try to take this guy out. Get Hugo back. But my HP burns, I don't have any HP burns on right now. I think I'm losing my Dur the Hunger. I kind of wish that they didn't attack Dur. And he is gone. So, this is where it ends. I think I'll keep it here. 10.8 million, that's not too bad. Or 11, I'm going to get 11 at least. So, yeah, if this is... I hope this is helping. Helping you kind of just go through your epics. Rares could work. If you don't want to invest into rares, epics are more worth investing into. You got the Rector Drath during that event a couple weeks ago or a week ago. That'd be great to have her. She's pretty key if you don't want to use SHAMAEL. SHAMAEL would definitely be nice to have, but it seems like, the torment head isn't really used a whole lot now. I mean, he was used a lot. If he comes back, then you're gonna be using him. Or Shawn is gonna be very useful. I mean, I could get away with not having Rector right now. I mean, but the Torment Head I used, he was around for the first until he died, and then someone else came up and he hasn't came back. So RNG is huge. I think someone else in Rector's spot could have been better, more viable in this team, just because I didn't really need to use her that much. Granted, maybe if I didn't have her, he would have been fearing everyone, and I wouldn't have gotten this far. So, but at the same time, maybe the next week's rotation, the head of Wrath or the head of Torment won't even be in the rotation. So that'd be kind of nice. We can really try new champions. So that'd be kind of cool if they didn't have the Torment head. Then you don't have to rely on Rector or SHAMAEL. You can just kind of put whoever you want in there. I kind of feel like they're just filling that spot. There's way better rezzers out there. There's way better damage dealers. So, there's a lot of other opportunities. Hopefully, let's see if Rector dies. If Rector dies, oh no, they're going to eat Hugo. Darn. If Rector died, Hugo would have brought everyone back, and that would have been pretty cool. So, Rector, you are the MVP. You are the last one standing. Good for you. And that's it. 11.6 on all epic team. Not too bad. Geomancer did the most. Acoth did quite a bit. Husk, surprisingly, wasn't that impressive. 1.5 million? Gonna do more than that, buddy? Huh. Maybe I'll switch him out next week for someone else. So, Hugo, no damage at all. Rector, nothing. Dur, I mean, his reflect damage was pretty good. That helped out. So that was able to it also helps out when the Hydra eats one of your characters too. So, yeah, I know I've said this like 3 or 4 times or 5 times already, but I hope this helped. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.